Good afternoon, boys and girls of YouTube. Excuse me. Well, as promised, I'll give you a video entitled Driving Crazy During Quarantine. Well, post quarantine. That's going to be the name of this, video for today. I haven't posted a lot of videos lately because of my busy schedule. But today, I'm gonna try to post some since, you know, just because, sorry. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started with why do people, drive crazy during quarantine or post quarantine? I'm telling you right now, this video quality gonna be garbage because I'm not in the room. So, again, let's get started. Since the pandemic, a lot of people been staying indoors. But and by the way, yes, it's a beautiful day outside, so it's such a beautiful day outside. Anyway, since the pandemic, a lot of people been staying indoors. Post quarantine, meanwhile, and if y'all notice, I'm looking this way or that way because, because trying to, you know, sorry. Anyway, rather you be walking or driving, one or the other, you're going to get, killed due to a lot of people on the road today that is driving like they have no sense in the world. So again, post quarantine, yeah, let me tell you, let me give you some statistics, okay? Okay, let me give you some statistics on how many people drive, like absolute, assholes doing post quarantine. Nah, and so yes, sorry, just a minute, okay. So yeah, so if anybody want to know what I get the statistics from, is now. I'm sorry that you. Well, like I say, I'm still got some, COVID related, accidents. And let me tell you something. Since, post COVID, a lot of people been driving like, absolute dicks. So, as far as I'm concerned, Carrington, let's put it this way. Sorry, man, I should have got my stuff together, but, you know, it's what it is, man. So, okay, so this is from the Associated Press. Yeah, so this one here is for the Associated Press. Sorry, this on. And based on the National Highway Traffic Association, Administration, they estimate that 28,190 people died in car crashes from January to September last year, which haven't been this past year, compared to 2,600,941 during the same time period in 2019. So they're basically saying this. So basically, you have 2,831 deaths more this past year, 2020, than you do for 2019. And again, this is authorities say, now this comes from Associated Press. Authorities blame the increase on risky driving behavior that it developed when there is few vehicles on the road early in the pandemic. So, in the first quarter of 2020, vehicle deaths rose 1.6%, sorry, 0.6% during that time period, but it fell 1.1% in the second quarter as coronavirus lockdowns restricted the movement. From July through September, fatalities spiked 13.1%, according to NHTSA. We think the big culprit is speeding. That's obvious, according to John Atkins, Executive Director of the Governors Association Highway Safety Association. Early in the pandemic, the drivers found open roads and drove faster. Behavior continued as traffic volumes recovered. Again, this is what our Associate Director of the GHSA says. A big factor here is lack of enforcement. We're hearing that so many states that traffic stops had declined during COVID-19. Drivers felt as they could speed and get away with it, he said. Well, this is coming from one of the top dogs, the big kahunas of the automotive expertise. So, if 0.6% of COVID-related deaths, accidents, involved during, first part of 2020, and the fatalities from July to September spurred up from 13.1%. That should tell you something. Slow down. Whether you're a pedestrian or a driver, they don't discriminate. Whether you're a pedestrian or a driver. Okay. This is what NHTSA says. NHTSA said that recent reports show a 22% increase in vehicle speeds in several metropolitan areas over pre-pandemic numbers. Also, a study found that 65% of drivers treated for trauma centers who were hurt at serious crashes had alcohol or drugs in their systems last year. It was 50.6. So basically, you got 51% before the pandemic, according to NHTSA. The agency also said fewer people were wearing seatbelts. See, post COVID, everybody was wearing seatbelts. I mean, I'm not making this up. This is coming straight from NHTSA themselves. I'm not just saying something out my behind. Look this up, okay? Look it up. NHTSA said that fewer people even wearing seatbelts. Huh? The agency is saying do not drive under the influence of drug or alcohol, to wear seatbelts and reduce their speed in order to stay safe. Hello? Just as you did post COVID, that just because the pandemic is, alive and kicking, that does not mean that you can drive all sorts of crazy ways. 51% of the deaths of people that was in the hospital had drugs or alcohol in their system. And I bet you this, I will willing to bet you money, the same people, they ain't got to wear the seatbelt. Whether you are whether you are a pedestrian or a driver, they don't discriminate. They will run you over, slap over. And it's worth you're a pedestrian. I can recall numerous times I almost got ran over by a driver as a pedestrian because they don't notice anybody because they don't give a flying February. They don't give a flying fuck, bro. Drivers are just as subject to get killed as pedestrians are. Why? Because you got a quarter of a ton vehicle, pounds, a quarter of a ton metal, bearing, trying to hit folk. Wham! Wham! Hello? You're not wearing seatbelts? Hello? You drunk? You freaking drunk? They don't care. You take those numbers into consideration. 28,190 people. Deaths in 2020 versus the 26,940 in 2019. The same period. Hello, do the math. And you see why some people say they deserve to get the license taken away. They deserve to have the license suspended because they obviously don't care for other people's lives. They don't care. Oh, pandemic is gone. Oh, the lockdown has been suspended. I get to drive how the hell I please. Huh? Huh? Slow down. Take it easy. If you ain't gonna be late for work, there's other lives out there that's there's other lives out there that's trying to take care of business themselves. It's not just you. You're not the one. It's not just you trying to get to your destination. Other people try to get to their destination too. And what makes it so? And here, what makes it so? Here what makes it so even more, damning. rain, snow, sleet, and you still drive like a maniac? I'm tell y'all right now. Let me catch you driving like a maniac, and I'm gonna take a picture of your license plate, and I'm gonna send it to the law, and I'm be sure you get arrested. Be sure you get a ticket. Be sure they take you off the road. I'm gonna be sure that they'll, yank your license away until you know how to drive like a civilized human being. Because what you're doing is attempted manslaughter. Rather you, rather two-on-two vehicle collision or a pedestrian driver, type accident. What you're doing is attempted manslaughter. I'm quite sure that you don't want it on your record, on your points, on their driving record. So be smart, be sensible, drive like you're supposed to, drive like you're supposed to, okay? Be smart. Be smart about the situation. Drive like you're supposed to, and no one will get hurt. I might do a part two of this. I might not. I mean, comment below or smash like if you want a part two. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but again, smash like if you want a part two, or comment below if you want a part two of this, because this is just the vegetables of this. It's just the vegetables. The meat will come later in the video, in a separate video. This is because, like I say, now on a lighter but serious note, go get tested for COVID. Wear a mask and practice social distancing. Okay, it's not hard because there's a lot of lives out there that trying that matter as much as you do. All lives matter, whether it's black, white, purple. I don't care if they're yellow. All lives matter during this pandemic. So that being said, drug is supposed to. Yes, the lockdown is getting more lenient, but that doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac. There is still laws stating that okay, you gotta drive at a certain speed. I mean, until part two, if until part two, if there's a like, comment, subscribe. I'm Carrington Hollister, and I'm currently at 137. Hang on, I'm currently at 100 and this thing will actually tell me. I got the app on my phone that will tell me how much subscribers I have. Currently at 136 subscribers. Yeah, 136. So, yeah, keep it going. And there will be an update on the giveaway car as well, on whether I should do it or not. Especially like if you want me to do the giveaway car, and link up with some YouTubers. Let's see if I can that can help me. With some other YouTubers that can help me conquer the feat of the giveaway car. So that being said, and yes, like I said, the first car may be it may just be a Nissan Altima. But who knows? Who knows what the world will bring during this time of need. That being said, I'm Carrington Hollister, and hopefully I put more videos out soon. more content out soon. Because I know, I'm quite sure you guys listen to content and all that. Normal content will come out soon. And it's just basically a CHSU episode, a special CHSU episode, separate and different from what I usually talk about. So, like I said, that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Child of Archie, on Peterson, sayonara, adios.